So let's get back to email really quick, because in every email, your job is to show up as you, to offer help to your readers, and to talk about your products in every single email. Now, if you're sitting there going like, I don't have a whole lot of products, don't worry. I got plenty of ideas on that. But remember, even when you're not selling a product inside of an email, what you're selling is you. You're selling the idea of you, like to your readers. And sometimes people will unsubscribe, and that's totally fine. But at the end of the day, you're selling you and your message and your authority and your social media and your ideas and your blog post. You're selling you that they're not going to unsubscribe, that they're not going to be like, I'll just let that go to the promotions folder. This is all about making sure that you are positioning yourself as a helpful authority that they'll want to come back to and listen to all the time. So, about email, we got to kick things off right when somebody subscribes. They're going to get into a welcome sequence, and this gets a little bit boring, but we're gonna make it fun. Jazz hands, got to make something fun about this. So it's going to be your welcome sequence 101. This is our little crash course in welcome sequences. Your first email is going to be introducing yourself, explaining why you're an expert. You don't have to make it this like huge, not like obituary, because that would be when you died, but like this huge, and then I went to grad school, and let me tell you about my great-grandmother. This doesn't have to be it. It can be like the Cliff Notes. I'm Carolyn, I got 4 kids, I was a teen mom, and now I own a 6-figure business. Yay! That's my like Cliff Notes elevator pitch story of me. That's basically what you want to do for your people, because they're not super invested yet. But you do want to introduce them to you so that they can see you as a person, so that they can see you as an expert. Then you're going to tell them where to follow you or join your group. Wherever you are most active, that would be where I would tell people to go. So if you're always over on Instagram and you want to focus on growing your Instagram, tell them to go follow you over there. If you have a Facebook group that they can join that's just for your subscribers or whatever, have them go follow you there. Give them a place to go and a call to action right away. So that's email number 1. You obviously deliver your freebie also. You want to make sure you have a picture of yourself inside of your first email so that they can remember what your face looks like. And also, pro psychology tip, people are less likely to hit unsubscribe when they see your face in conjunction with the unsubscribe button, because they then, instead of seeing you as just like some nameless person in their inbox, you have a face. And it's a lot more difficult to turn people down that way if you're just like spite unsubscribing. But obviously, like, you don't want to appease everybody. But that's just a little pro tip. So that's email number 1, is introducing yourself, where they can follow you, why you're an expert. Here's your freebie. By the way, tomorrow you're going to get another freebie that's going to help you with blank, whatever it is. So the day after that, because again, this whole process is just getting them used to seeing your name in their inbox, getting them used to understanding that you are an authority, that you have help that they need, that you can give them. And you're also showering them with some good like help and freebies that you already have on your site. Literally send them another freebie on your site. No one has ever complained, even if they've already seen it before and subscribed to it. I have never once gotten a complaint from somebody about getting a freebie twice. Full stop. So send it over to them. Give them another freebie. Tell them how it works. Highlight how it's helpful. Share another part of your story. And you can send as many freebies as you want, but I usually stop after 3. So they get the first email, then they get 2 more freebies, and then they're going to see a flash sale or a special sale that is just for them for being a new subscriber. It's kind of like I appreciate you so much. Yay, spirit hands. You get a special sale just for you guys. And it can be on whatever you want it to be. But I do run a little sale. And so they'll get 2 emails about a 48-hour flash sale or a 24-hour flash sale, whatever it is. And that's the end of your welcome sequence. Super simple, super easy. You're showering your people with affection. You're positioning yourself as an authority. You're sharing your story. You're helping them understand that you're a person who's to be looked up to in this space. You've given them places to follow. In every single email that you've sent, you've given them a call to action, whether that is go join my group, click on this freebie, click on this special sale. You're giving them something to do. You are training them to click and to take action from your emails. So they're learning that it's not just like, oh, this is that Caroline chick showing up in my inbox. Oh, look, it's another long email. And then they just it glaze over, skip it completely. You want to get them used to, oh, what am I going to click on in this email? You want them to get used to that from the beginning so that they can start to do that when you start running sales. When you want them to take action for like affiliates or clicking over to YouTube or whatever it is, you want to make sure that they have a place to go, something to do. Okay, hang on. Now I'm missing questions again. Sorry. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Do you have certain freebies that are more successful than others? Ebooks, courses, webinars? Oh, this is a good question. I only send the freebies that are like printables. I find that especially like from the beginning, I don't want to overwhelm people. And usually when people are there and they're first starting off with our freebies, the last thing that we want to do is for them to feel overwhelmed by the freebie. The reason being is this. Now, go back to your people. Whoever your person is usually who you were like 3 to 5 years ago, okay? You're overwhelmed with whatever it is. We're all overwhelmed with whatever it is that we talk about 5 years ago. We were not an authority. We were freaked out. We were in the trenches with our people. How would you have felt if you got a freebie from somebody and they made you feel stupid because you couldn't even do this freebie? You were overwhelmed by a free thing. And now you're saying to yourself, well, if I'm overwhelmed by this free thing, how could I possibly ever be able to handle doing this on my own? If I'm overwhelmed by something that someone's giving me for free, I would never be able to pay for this. I'm actually sucking. Like, full stop, I suck. I can't handle this. It's too bad. And that's not what we want our people to do. And so I find, like, some niches are different than others, but I usually start with my freebies being printables. And again, I don't want people to be overwhelmed. I'll send them other freebies later on down the line, which we'll get to in a second because it's really awesome and exciting. But I'll send them next level things like webinars, like video trainings, bigger things later on, but I don't want them to feel overwhelmed from the get-go. And that's why I do it that way. So if they sign up for a webinar, that's a totally different ball game. But I want to make sure that they're not feeling initially like they can't handle the freebies that I'm giving them. Because that's another thing that'll put people off. That'll be like, your freebies are too much. How are your products going to make me feel? Like, your freebies are overwhelming. You're obviously too next level for me. And I don't want that to happen. Okay. Prior to the first email, did they already see a Tripwire offer? Yes. So the way that it works inside of Tripwires, the way that it works for the Tripwire is that they will see a, oh gosh, now I have to start breezing through this, guys. I'm sorry. The way that it works for Tripwires is that they will see the freebie, they will sign up for it, and while they are on that page, they will see a Tripwire offer. As the freebie is getting sent via the magical elves of the internet to their inbox, they're going to see the Tripwire offer. That's something else that you can do inside of your welcome sequence is re-offer your Tripwire to people who did not buy.